Well, this is the end of a little bit of an era. Today, we're going to be playing lower badlands for the last time because they're going to be taking out the baskets tomorrow. So might as well do one last little mystery box challenge here. I'm also trying out some new recording settings. Since this is Banana Froth, my little frothlings, you guys get to be the guinea pigs. This is a series that we might start here on Banana Froth. Subscriber mystery boxes. We got to think of a good name. So if you got a good name, DM it to me over on Instagram because I've gotten some requests for people to send some stuff out. So today we're going to be playing with one that was sent to me by Jason. And since this is the last round here at Lower Badlands, we're going to be a little generous with the pars that we give ourselves. I think course par has like one par 4 that I play as a par 3 always. Nope, they don't. Oh, so I must have changed the pars. Cool. Yeah, we're going to play all longs, see if we can't shoot. I don't know. I don't care about UDisc ratings. I actually hate UDisc ratings personally, but I kind of see their place in the sport. But we'll see if we can shoot like 230 or better with this mystery box. I think that's probably like 7 down. Who knows? But Jason sent this out. We're going to be doing like a typical mystery box style video. We're going to be starting on hole 1 with the putter number on all these. Dang it. From what I remember, he was just saying that these are discs that he just like wanted me to try out. This, I believe, is the breaker. Does it say on the inside? No. It feels weird. Like the top and bottom feel like different plastics almost. But yeah, putter up the middle to get started. And it looks like we're putting with this until we draw another one. That is so straight. Whoa. Since Jason sent this mystery box out to me, if I can't beat par with it, I'll send him whatever disc he wants from my Infinite Disc storefront. Link down in the description as always. Looks like they're putting turf on this field. I don't really know why. I cannot wait for this to go away. It's like 50 degrees today, which is like good snow melting weather, but there's no sun. It's just a void. So, unfortunately, the sun needs to come out for the snow to melt, but it'll melt in like a day with this type of temperature. I gotta show you what I mean about this like feeling like two different. Is there a second disc down here? Did it break? Wait, what the heck just happened? Did someone throw? I'm so confused. These are the same color, so it scared the crap out of me. This is this disc. Okay. 1 through 1. What the heck is this? It's a Latitude 64 Grace. I think someone might have thrown it. I'm just gonna leave it there. Kind of the weird part. You see the top of this looks like shiny. Bottom of it feels like tacky. Honestly, this is what I think Jason was saying when I signed with Infinite as well, is this kind of feels like a tomb, just the bead is a little bit bigger. I don't know how this is gonna forehand, especially with how straight that just held on that backhand. It was a good shot. I did take a peek at the second disc, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to get it here. This number 2 that we're gonna be playing around with is a Buzz OS 5403. Oh dang, I just peeked at the Nexus too. ESP 177 plus, doesn't look too beat in. Luckily this one doesn't have a number on it. I believe this course will be back closer to the end of the year, if not early next year. I'm guessing since it's kind of like a city government project, it's gonna take a little longer than you expect. So I'm assuming this course will be back in 2025, which is a little disappointing because this is like, if I could come here and really work on my putters and mids, which is what this course basically is, and then go up to upper badlands, that super badlands layout that I created, and work on my drivers and fairway shots, it'd be like a perfect 1-2 punch for me every week. But I'm gonna have to find that next good mid putter course because this is the only one that really had some techie lines. There is a new course coming out, maybe like 20 minutes from here. So that one could be really good. I'm pumped for that. Pretty nose uppy there. All right, long pad here. I have 3 straight ahead. I think it's like 360 or 370 I ranged it. OB to the left, so you can't bail out over there. All right. Looks like we have an ESP Zeus. Don't know the weight, but it seems kind of max weightish. Maybe a little light. Parting line makes me think it's going to be pretty neutral, but maybe we'll flip a bit. Typically, I'm a little worried about kind of skipping OB, but I don't think there's going to be crazy ground action today. So I'm just going to try to make sure to play it out to the right of that basket. Oh, it's so flippy. Oh my gosh. That was sick. I hope we get a good disc for this next hole because this is a like 475 down the hill. Also, shout out Team DGA for like picking up everybody this offseason. That's pretty sweet. All right, our basket, you can kind of see through this tree. What the heck is this? Got Withers limited edition special blend Challenger. Not the right disc for this hole. Super puddle topped. So maybe it'll be a good flyer. Maybe it'll be a good putter. We'll see. Oh gosh, get through. Yeah, man, trying new stuff with your form. Weird and around. Oh, I didn't leave it wide enough at all. That had almost all distance. All right, not the end of the world. The thing I'm trying to think about a little bit is just like staying back on my back foot. I think I need to do that a little bit more in the gym, like with weights, and like feel that movement, because I have so many bad habits with the disc that it's not going to be hard for me to change that feel. I'll still try, but I also think that one thing I've been thinking about recently is really keeping the rib cage and the pelvis connected. Like a little. That's like I think about that in terms of like how to keep your core engaged, because I notice that sometimes I just get into thoracic extension, reflection, whichever one that is, where I need to be here, and I think a part of that is keeping the core engaged. Like to get the core engaged and get back there, not ideal. And so if I think about keeping my rib cages down, then I think I'll get into like a better position. Not 100% sure, but that's why you guess. That's a bit more of a putt than you'd like. Let's see how this guy actually flies. It's just a little overly rounded. Oh, it's really nice and straight and glidey. Oh, I like that a lot. So distance on the Zeus was almost perfect. It's right here. I mean, inside of the circle in terms of if we were to take it right next to the basket in line with how far we threw it. I wonder if it's the breaker or the challenger. Now that there are options through my head, I just need to think about spin this in the middle. There we go. I don't know how many discs we have left. Let's feel. Oh, a good couple. That's exciting. Ooh, what? I don't know if this is valuable or what, but Paul Macbeth Metal Flake T-Bird 3. What the heck, dude? This is so cool. All right, this looks, honestly, putting this in my hand, I'm like, ooh, it's gonna be more understable than I thought. So I've like four-handed T-Bird 3s before and it's been fine. This one I think I'm gonna need to put on a little bit of hyzer. Way inside, wow. I think right now I just need to remember that my forehand is super trash and like, just throw it normal. As long as I have clean spin, it's not gonna go super far, so. Drop. Oh, that's glidey. Oh no! Alright, so you can kind of see where these guys are down by that tree. That's where our basket is, about 410 away. I think we have 2 more discs. This one and then maybe one more? Yes. Oh, and this one might be good for this hole. Oh, maybe not. Oh gosh, what is this? Oh, maybe. Oh gosh, maybe not. Corey Ellis, D Jawbreaker thingy force, 173, 174, and it's the flattest force I've ever seen in my life. It's almost puddle top. So this thing is gonna be ridiculously overstable. I think the play here is gonna be to like throw it almost like a roller. Oh gosh. I just did not commit to that anhyzer. Ew. Ew, that was so terrible. That is so lucky. Yeah, we're taking our meter and moving on. That disc is beefy, boy. Holy cow. Nice. One more disc next hole, and I think we're choosing. What are we, 2, 3 down? That's not bad for now. How are you guys? How's your round going? Anthony.
Anthony, I'm Zeus, man.
Zeus?
Donnie.
Donnie?
My hands are
Zeus?
birdies.
Oh, it's gonna be so short.
Get there.
Oh, maybe not.
That line is beautiful.
That'll be good. Maybe the key is just throw a forehand with other people around as you're playing through, and then you have to commit to the angle. Because I thought that was gonna be way short. It still was a little short, but I mean, that's a Moonshine Pioneer, which I'd never thrown before. Shout out Kevin Kiefer, one of my buddies. He had the Orbit one as his signature series last year. But that disc is, I mean, pretty fiber-esque. And throwing that thing basically flat to hyzer, I think this is like 270. I'm not too mad about that. Did think I landed straight on this branch though, so hopefully we can make this putt. Also, this is not an excuse, I'm making this putt, but whenever I play through somebody, I always, the putt always eludes me, and I don't know why. Thanks, guys. I do need a shallow overstable putter. Like, putting with this, I'm not putting with this ever. It's not super comfy in my hands. The shallowness and the amount of, spin that I feel like I can comfortably impart on it without, juicing it too hard and, over-committing or under-committing is very nice. So I'm gonna have to play around with some of those. Maybe the Logic from Discmania or Link maybe. This is hole 7. We'll talk at score at hole 9 so I can go back through and remember, but you guys probably know now. So our basket's a little bit to the left there. Just a big hyzer. But this is what that Moonshine Pioneer looks like, which is Sweet. I think we're gonna throw this Paul McBeth T-Bird 3 because it is just so cool. Oh, Sono's down for what? I mean, fine shot. Let's go. I didn't even realize how much wrist fatigue I'd been having putting with these deeper guys. And again, I think you can do it, but it's one more thing to think about for sure. And also this like ab contracting thing or like keeping my rib cage down, this is all speculative. Please don't do stuff that I do until I say, hey, this has worked for me, because I'm just trying it for the first time today. I mean, try it. It's not gonna hurt you, but be safe. Use discretion. And don't mimic my form because my form is bad. Okay, this breaker is sneaky good, so I think it's what we're gonna be throwing here. Straight. Ten, 11 are kind of like the gauntlet here. You got to get through them. I mean, you'd love to shoot under par between them, but even par, you're not being too mad about that. Yeah, so far, a lot of Discraft and DGA, which is sweet. This Zeus, money. I forgot about it, actually. I went and picked it up, and it was 25 feet for the basket and the other hole, so grateful that the people playing behind me didn't see it. T-Bird 3, I think, is just my favorite just on looks alone. And like, I don't know, Paul McBeth T-Bird 3, that is sick. 9 holes to go. Yeah, don't put your watery discs on your nice phone. Bad idea. 2, 3, 2, 2. Did I really par all that stuff in the middle? I think I did. All right, looks like we are 5 down through 9. So on a pretty decent pace. Really just got to get out of these 2 even par. And then we have 7 more holes to really score. And they're all definitely very scoreable. This one's a tough one to shoot, especially in this new shooting style I'm trying out, but it's down there, straight ahead. You can throw something straight down at it or something that kind of turns. It's kind of, the turnover looks like it's opened a bit. So I honestly think I might just throw the breaker again, honestly, but just kind of throw it hard on a touch of turn, and I think it'll just hold it the whole way. Oh, little slip, but that should be all right. Playing in bad conditions, I'm like, is this actually good for my game? Luckily, it's good for me because of content, but like, I feel like I'm getting worse. But then I think like you're thinking about slowing down your footwork, thinking about standstills more. There are some positives that come with it. You just gotta stay safe with it. And then like, I think it's because of my training goals. Right now my training goals are fixing my form and adding distance. This is not helping with that, but it is helping with other things. And so if I can be a little more open-minded than my stupid self, I think it is helpful in some ways. I don't want to do it all the time. And it's not contributing to my main goal, but it still is fine. And we got a little circle 2 ski over here. Try like the Ezra Robinson. I saw him putting like this a lot, and it was like really helpful in like power generation. Here, your range of motion is quite limited. Here, you have a lot more shoulder range of motion. But like I saw Ezra and like Parker Walk also puts kind of like this, where the feet are kind of behind one another almost. Need to work on it for accuracy. That's the gap I was trying to hit. Let's go. These like bubbling fountains make me think that like aliens are underneath there doing something. Because there's like a super frozen lake and then those 3 little perfect circles. Something suspicious. There's like a duck over there. It's about to get eaten by something weird. This hole is very hard for you to see the shot unless I get right out of the way. But it's kind of curving to the right. Backhand, nothing. Actually, the challenger might be perfect on the backhand because it's so drifty. Just throw it flat. But I think for stability purposes, we're gonna go nice touch forehand with the Buzz OS. Get the skip. Ah, barely a skip. That was really good though. I think the most underrated bad thing about winter disc golf is your bag gets wet, and so your lower back gets wet because you're carrying it. The worst. There we go. Looks like we are escaping par though, which is not the end of the world. It might unfortunately be the best hole for this. It's not a force, what is it? A Nicolas? But we're gonna be throwing it on. Oh wait, is the basket in the short position? Okay, never mind, it's not a good hole for it. Dang it, if it wasn't a long, we just take this big, massive Anheuser flex over everything. But instead, we're gonna throw a little short in there. 2 in a row for the Buzz OS here. Just kind of throw a tight flex. And that big leaning tree, the basket's just inside of it. So if you get a little long of it, you're golden. Actually, we're gonna throw the challenger. Why do I keep changing everything? But this guy's got a little flip to it. I always miss this backhand inside, and I wonder if it's because I kind of run up like this. I might start my run up kind of here, because I always tend to rotate into stuff. It's like a bad habit for now, as I fix some mobility issues, but let's try that. Keep flipping. Yeah, that's pretty good. I fixed my issue just enough that I didn't smack that hillside, but it was still so bad. Ooh. Probably just aiming left a little bit. This one's kind of like my nemesis hole in this course. Like, it's one that I should get every single time in either position, and I rarely do it. That one's even a little deeper than I might like. Dang, that's so disappointing. Need to find an overstable, really shallow guy. Dang. Interesting. Interesting. So I'm pretty sure the basket is just like straight ahead about 320 feet. Maybe even shorter. Let's see what Udis says. Udis says 280. Whew, shorty. I think we're going to throw the T-Bird 3, because that thing's fun. We haven't thrown it in a while. Actually, although I would love to do that, I did promise one more shot with this guy. I think this one I'm still just going to put a touch of flex out there, so I don't really have to juice it super hard, and just kind of let the disc do a little bit more of the work to give me the flight. Oh man, I thought that was going in for a second. That was sick. I tried something else in my form there, which I'll let you know a little bit. I've noticed Drew does this, and I noticed, oh no, I tend to have my hand kind of like this before I throw, which is almost open. And so if it goes from here, the only place it can go is opening more. And I don't really like ending at that position. It adds a little bit of variability. It's good spin, adds spin, but adds more variability. And I watch Drew when he throws sometimes, especially because also my shoulder stays down. He'll sometimes roll the disc back as he's walking up, keeps the shoulder up, makes it harder, I guess, to do that weird little extension thing. And it also keeps the hand back a little bit more so that when you snap it, you like, instead of overextending the snap, you're kind of in a better position maybe? I don't really know. I don't even know if you should do that, but it made that one fly really clean. I'll mess around with that a little bit more. T-Bird 3, go in. Oh, dang. Okay, that is a good thing to try to mess around with a little bit more. It felt like my shoulder was better. I don't know if watching it back I'll think the same in terms of my like extension positioning, because my extension positioning is terrible right now. Those felt good. Something positive to mess around with from today. I mean, we're also playing pretty good for being terrible conditions. Man, I really thought one of those was going in. I think that T-Bird 3 might have been on track. Did the force miss like a little short? Dang, this is where I need like a VAR. Another thing that I just thought about with why that might be helpful is because for me, a lot of times I will end up extending the disc away from me as I kind of, I'll show you, it's just behind. That had to be pretty freaking close. But a lot of times what I'll end up doing, I've noticed in watching my form back, is I'll kind of start, then I'll extend out and just like make this wide arc that leads to early extension, early reach back, and flared extension. And so this might be helping me kind of keep this closer in for longer so that my reach back can be in a better position. Not 100% sure, but that would be something that would make sense for me. Dang, I can never make 2 putts in a row with drivers. That's crazy. I need to do that all the time. Very important skill for high-level disc golf. A couple ways to get there. I typically had been playing the flex. I think especially as this grows out more, it becomes much more of like a little flex. But there's almost a hyzer that opened up. You could throw the backhand down that left gap or a forehand. But I think we're gonna throw a Buzz OS and just kind of baby it a bit. Just because I like the overstability of this disc. Like, oh no. Okay. So maybe cues don't work in all situations because I tried to roll it there in the middle of my backup. This looks like a pretty good challenger hole. I like the flight of that disc. I'm gonna need to find a putter that flies like that. Won't beat one end to fly like that. I really like the forehand on this hole. Just force something over and let the overstability work it back towards the pin. We hit the cage! How poetic would it be to ace on our last round here for the year? All right, and this hole turned out to be pretty cool. It's kind of down the hill past all those trees, so I think it's gonna be a breaker. That was exactly the line I wanted to hit. I just want to throw it flatter. This will be the putt of the year for me so far. Looks like we are 8 down. Mando, basket's in a long position, about 380. Pretty uphill, probably plays close to 400, 390-ish. Can't get to our 10, unfortunately, but if we can get to 9, we'd be stuck. Well, we can't get to 10. What am I talking about? We can ace. Throwing this Zeusy boy. Kind of hard. I feel like I want to give it a touch of flex to like get outside of those trees and swing back, but I like the up the gut line maybe a little more. Because it's a drive, I just don't want to flex it too much because then I'm going to go OB right. Baby flex. Let the disc do a lot of the work. Just like that. Oh, it's not going to skip. There's no... Ah.
Oh, that's why it's hard.
Thank you. Sneaking her in there for 9 down. Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Lower Badlands. See you Lower Badlands next year. See you in mystery boxes soon. I forgot about the little Udis Green King thing. 259. I think that's decent. I don't know. I already got too much stuff to worry about. I don't got to worry about a Udis Green King.